Welcome to In Edina, a program about the people, places, and activities all in the city of Edina. I'm your host, Lillian McDonald, bringing you this beautiful broadcast on the promenade next to Centennial Lakes Park. And joining us to talk about the park and the beautiful weather too, why not, is Park Manager Tom Shirley. Thanks a lot for the sunshine and a little windy.
Sure, glad to be here though.
Yeah, it's gorgeous out here.
It really is.
Now, you know, the park system seems to be on the top 10 list of things to do here in Edina. Are you seeing an increase?
We really are. We're seeing a lot of people that want to get outside and enjoy the different amenities that we have here. Everything from our walking trails to the croquet, lawn bowling courts, paddle boats, putting course, even our amphitheater.
Wow, there's a ton of activities going on.
Oh, there really are.
So we've got 1.5 miles of trail for folks to walk on, right?
Yeah, we have a mile on the promenade here, and then around our lake it's another 1.5 miles. So
okay,
great for walking, biking, anything.
Now we also have a 10-acre lake here too, right?
Yes, we do. We use that for paddle boating. We also have the Edina Model Yacht Club that will sail their different vessels on the lake, and there's also fish in the lake, so you can fish for sunfish, bass, northerns.
Don't forget your license.
Lake. Definitely have to have a license.
All right, great. So you have pretty much activities going on every day, right?
Yes, we do. 7 days a week there's something going on in the park, either something in the amphitheater, of course just walking and using the park in general, but croquet, lawn bowling, all of that is open 7 days a week.
And if you are like me and you need lots of practice putting, you even have a place to do that.
Yes, our 18-hole putting course is open, and that's a great challenge. So,
how do you go about choosing the activities to host here at the park? I mean, not everybody has a putting green.
Well, sure. Well, we like unique activities that are very inclusive. That's why you see our croquet and lawn bowling. You don't see that very many places. We were the first championship putting course in the state, and things such as our Model Yacht Club also. That's very unique. We go with some of the standbys, paddle boating, fishing, things like that also. But we like to do a little something for everyone.
Right, 24 acres of territory here for folks to explore and enjoy. And it's a great setup for farmers markets.
Yes, we are in our second year of our farmers market. We've expanded a little this year, so we've added 3 weeks now, and that'll be every Thursday from 3 to 7. So we're up to 36 vendors this year. And
that's a big deal for folks. Folks like to get outside and they like to buy fresh produce. And again, enjoy a beautiful day.
Yeah, and we can offer it all. So.
And you have amphitheater activities, concerts as well. Talk about some of those.
Well, sure. We do about 100 shows a summer in our outdoor amphitheater. We do concerts every Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday evenings at 7 p.m. And then we do Tuesday and Thursday shows for kids at noon. And we also have our Movies in the Park series that's been very popular on Thursday night at sunset.
Now, you've been working in this park yourself for 21 years.
I have, yes.
You have a whole team of folks around you to make things happen. Talk about the teamwork it takes to keep this park in good shape.
Well, sure. We've got just a great staff. We've got an assistant, and we also have 3 maintenance people that are just constantly busy kind of keeping the grounds up, keeping the fixtures working properly, helping set up with the different events we've got. So it's never ending, and we also get a number of part-time students in the summertime that'll help us out.
A little volunteer help, huh?
A little volunteer help too, and that always helps.
That's wonderful. Now, with all the different activities going on at the park, I'm sure you have a schedule on our city's website so the folks can find out what's happening at any time they want to entertain themselves out at Centennial Lakes or right here on the promenade.
Yes, we do. They can go to centenniallakespark.com and download activity schedules and also get information on all the other activities we have here in the park.
All right. Thanks a lot for all the free fun this summer.
Well, thanks.
And for joining us on In Edina.
I'm glad to.
If you're looking for some fresh fruits and vegetables to set the table, you've come to the right place here at Centennial Lakes. The farmers market is open for business, and one of the vendors is Carrie Marshall, who comes from Eden Prairie, Minnesota. Welcome to Edina.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, the farmers market is a great opportunity. This is the second year for Edina's farmers market, and your second year here. How's business?
Really good, really good.
What kinds of things do you bring from your farm in Eden Prairie?
Pretty much, we grow pretty much all vegetables, and we also raise some meats too. Our main attractions, I guess I would say in Edina, people really love our cucumbers, tomatoes, lots of tomatoes, and onions, and we also bring our chicken too.
Now, it sounds a little bit unusual that a farm is in an urban-like suburban area, Eden Prairie, but you actually have quite a few acres over there.
Yep, my mom and dad own the farm. It's 30 acres in Eden Prairie, and we farm with them.
And you and your husband also own a farm in Carver, right?
We do, yep, and we raise things out there. We raise vegetable crops and animals out there as well.
Okay, so when people are coming to the farmers market and they see these fruits and vegetables, choice is a challenge. You have about 50 different varieties of tomatoes. Is that true?
We do, absolutely. We raise, every year we'll pick different heirloom varieties that we want to grow. We'll stay with some of our favorites, and we'll always try new things. There's always something different to see, and different tastes, different colors. It makes for beautiful salads, beautiful plate arrangements.
You can't get that in a grocery store. There's maybe a handful of choices in a grocery store, varieties from which to choose. And you have varieties of squash as well.
We do. We'll have summer squash in the summer, obviously, and then tons of different varieties of winter squash come fall.
Now, what's interesting is that Edina's farmers market's in the afternoon. Does that make a difference in how you get your work done?
It's a huge difference, and it ends up benefiting both us and the retail customer at the market. Most farmers markets are held in the mornings, which means as the farmers, we have to prepare most things the night before, but because Edina is in the afternoon, we're able to start early that morning, get everything picked, clean, loaded up, and in Edina, within, probably 8 hours of it being picked.
Yeah, especially since you're so close as well.
We're very close. We're 15 minutes.
And the freshness is really, a little short story is I don't eat tomatoes in the winter because they're hothouse grown. I don't know what it is. It's just, they're so fresh.
Yes.
In spring and summer.
And it's a difference in the skin on the tomatoes. When tomatoes are shipped, it's entirely different varieties. They're varieties that are bred to have a tough skin so they can withstand being shipped. Where we're bringing them from 15 minutes away, we don't have to worry about that.
Wow.
We plant the varieties for flavor, not for shipping.
Now, you also are bringing eggs this year, new for you, right?
New this year, yep. We'll be bringing our eggs from our free-range chickens. They were a little bit young last year, so this year now they're producing lots of eggs.
What I find interesting is you have 3 different colored kinds of eggs in here.
We do.
I'm familiar with white, brown, but green?
We have a lot of different chickens, and like I said, they're all free-range, so they run around the farm and are able to eat the way they're supposed to, picking up bugs and getting lots of exercise.
Wow. So tell us about what chicken makes each of these eggs, because that's how you get the color difference, right?
Yep. The brown ones are from a barred rock chicken, which is kind of like a black and white speckled chicken. And the white ones are from a white leghorn, and she's just a real nice, sleek white chicken. And the green ones, they're kind of green and blue Americana chickens, which they're actually all different colors too.
Wow. Is there much difference in flavor?
I don't taste a difference, but every once in a while you'll find somebody that has a favorite.
Oh, wonderful. Well, they're all my favorites, and you can get them right here at Edina's Farmers Market on Thursdays 3 to 7 at Centennial Lakes. You're one of more than 30 vendors this year. Carrie, thanks so much for your good work on the farm. I have to ask, why do you do it? It's such hard work.
It is hard work. I'm a 4th generation farmer in Eden Prairie. And I think when it's in your blood, you love it. And you get this itch in the spring that you just can't wait to get back in the field, and it's a good life. And it's a good way to raise kids too.
I'm looking at your eyes and they're welling up with tears almost. You're proud 4th generation farmer.
Absolutely.
Nice work, and thanks so much for bringing it here to our fine city.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll see you at the farmers market.
Sounds good.
As you stroll through Edina's parks, you'll notice some beautiful pieces of art. Here to join us to tell us how all this art got here is Lois Ring. She's the chair of Edina's Public Art Committee. Welcome to our program.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
It's a beautiful day, and a beautiful day to take a walk through the park and take a look at the many sculptures that are here. Lois, tell us first a little bit about the art committee. How many people are involved in this process?
We have 10 people on the Public Art Committee, and great backgrounds in art, graphic design, painting, wonderful, varied backgrounds. So.
And you as well, very passionate about
Yes,
art.
I am.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Now, where exactly is the art located? Which parks?
Well, the Promenade, which is located south of the Galleria, off of 70th Street and north of Centennial Lakes Park. And Grandview Square is southeast of the Edina Library.
So how does the committee go about choosing the art in the parks?
We have criteria such as size, scale, fitting it to the space, safety.
Yeah, this is outdoor art.
Yes.
So you also want to make sure that it's fit to be outdoors year
Right.
round. How long does the art, once it's chosen, get to stay in the park system on display?
It's for a year, on loan from the artist for a year.
Okay, on loan from the artist for a year. And how many entries do you get?
It varies. This year we had less than other years, but there were a little over 20, and sometimes we have up to 40 entries.
Now the committee will make the choices, and then the art is placed, and the value of this art ranges as well, right? What's the value from?
We have one that's $35,000 and one that's $3,600.
$3,600.
So there's a big range.
There's a big range of the art. All the art is for sale, right?
Yes, it is. 3 have been purchased, so they will be permanent, but the major part of the exhibition is on loan for a year from the artist, and the artist is paid $500 for the loan.
Now you have a People's Choice Award as well, so visitors taking a look at the art actually get an opportunity to exercise their opinion.
Yes, they love to vote. We have a big attendance as far as voting is concerned.
Okay, and how do folks vote?
We have ballot boxes at both locations, and there are ballots. They can be collected at the park. Also, they can vote and leave a ballot in the park.
Okay, so once a year, People's Choice vote, and there's some prizes as well for winning sculptures, right?
Yes, first place is $1,000, second is $750, and third is $500.
So artists might be able to sell their art, whether someone buys it for home or work, or if someone wants to invest in the city, they can purchase the art and it gets to stay right here on display
Yes.
in the city of Edina. What do people say about the art? What are you hearing? I know folks ask questions about the art all the time.
One of the favorites has been the turtle. I hear people say, oh, let's go and see the turtle. They like to take their children to see the turtle.
And it gives children a chance to ask questions as well,
Yes, it
right?
does.
Okay. It's a nice, I mean, everybody has opinions about art. Some you like and some you don't. What's your favorite piece this year?
I have several favorites. I like Gear Family Cycle. I like Diva Moving, which is a new bright red piece, very stunning. I like Holy Big Bird.
Then again, you like art, so you might like all of them, right?
Yes, true.
Because you're on the committee as well. So folks can get involved in the art process. They can participate in the People's Choice vote, or they can also maybe get involved on the committee, right? How can they do that, Lois?
All the information is on our website, edinapublicart.org.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for your work in the committee, bringing this beautiful art to our favorite parks here in Edina.
I enjoy it. It's my passion.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Edina's People's Choice Award went to artist Perci Chester in 2009 for her work back then. And here to talk about the old piece of art and something new is Perci. Welcome to Edina.
Thank you.
It's a beautiful day to stroll
Pleasure
through the
to be
park
here.
and take a look at your art. Tell us about that piece in 2009. What was the name of it?
Well, the name is the Gyre Family Cycle, and it still is installed at the 70th Street entry to the promenade. It is an installation of 3 animistic stainless steel pieces that are textured with a grinder to simulate the feeling or texture of a giraffe.
Wow, it's very interesting, and it's a beautiful piece, especially out front, which is why it won an award. I'm sure folks had walked by and seen it and thought, this is really cool. How, you worked on that piece for a long time, or at least you looked at the materials for a long time, right?
I actually worked on the piece for about 3-4 years. The initial concept came from a scrap of steel, and I did look at that for several years and kept changing it, transforming it in my head, thinking, you know, is it valuable to proceed? How would I make something that would make sense? Playing with it, I usually am inspired by materials, and eventually made the middle piece, which is about 5 feet tall.
Wow.
The largest came 3 years later, and is 9.5 feet tall, and then the baby is about 2.5 feet tall. And the concept had to do with animals as many people see them as myth, and in an architectural way, I designed the pieces so that they almost look like buildings, even though there is kind of a personable aspect to them.
Wow, and that's what makes them so interesting to walk by and enjoy.
Well, I love seeing children, especially, trying to figure out what it is and who they are. And
what is that?
And they like the family part of it.
Now you have a new piece this year in Grandview Park, right?
Right. We just installed Steely Sphere, which is an enlarged version of a series of models, and it kind of came about in a funny way. My husband was working out next to this guy whose son owns a steel scrapyard, and he laughed. He said, some women get excited at furs and jewels. My wife gets excited at metal. And I acquired a couple dozen of these 22-inch beautiful, very old textured steel rings. So I designed a series of models, and Steely Sphere was my choice because it's a circle of circles, and I thought it was also a viewfinder into the world. And my model I painted with car paint, which is something I love to use actually because the color is so brilliant.
Yeah, you can get a nice bright color from car paint on metal in particular. Your father inspired you, right?
Right. My dad was a painter, very kind of English school classic portrait and landscape. He thought I should be a portrait painter, which of course made me take up the jackhammer. But I actually do paint portraits of people I'm close to, and had a show of these at the Women's Club a few years ago, which was kind of fun.
Wow, that's great. Well, People's Choice Award winner from 2009. We'll see what the ballots bring this year with your new work in Grandview Park. Thanks so much, Perci, for all of your work and your creativity.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Now for something new on In Edina. We want to know what you think. So each month we'll feature your opinion on the people, places, and activities all in Edina. This month we ask, what's your favorite thing to do at Centennial Lakes Park? What do you like best about Centennial Lakes Park?
The putt-putt.
Like the putt-putt?
Yeah.
How are the greens?
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Is this your brother? What do you like best about Centennial Lakes Park? What's your favorite thing to do at Centennial Lakes Park?
Take well, just walk and look around.
Watch croquet.
Who's winning?
You know, I think the team in the white.
I wanna remember.
Croquet?
The boat.
Oh, the paddle boats.
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing to do at Centennial Lakes Park?
Paddle boating.
How are you?
I'm Walt.
Hi, Walt. Say, quick question for you. What's your favorite thing to do at Centennial Lakes Park?
Only thing I do is play croquet.
How's the game tonight?
I'm on my game tonight and I'm ahead.
No wonder you like Centennial
Yes,
Lakes
that's
Park.
why I'm smiling.
Which one is yours?
Gray one.
You guys having a race?
Yeah, casual race.
Casual race?
Yep.
Where are you? Are you the one in front?
Yep.
Oh, good. We picked the winner. What's your favorite thing to do at Centennial Lakes Park?
Actually, this is my first time down here. We actually work here.
Look around in the farmer's market, buy some stuff.
I pull all the weeds here, so I like to do that. It's fun.
Do you race anywhere else?
Well, yeah. I mean, but Minnesota is kind of interesting. They claim to have 10,000 lakes, but it's hard to find a pond that's any good for RC sailing. This is pretty good.
Plenty of things to do out in Edina's park system. We hope you've enjoyed this broadcast from the promenade at Centennial Lakes. Thanks to all of our guests for joining us and to you for watching. You've been watching In Edina. I'm your host, Lillian McDonald. Until next time, make it a great day.